now. Sorry.
Perfect. Hello, everyone. I have the pleasure of introducing Lil Petrella. Lil Petrella is a longtime mental health promoter, educator, and community advocate with the Canadian Mental Health Association, Brant Haldeman, Norfolk. Known for her leadership in the public education, stigma reduction, and community support. Lil Petrella serves as team lead for mental health promotion and education with CMHA Brant Haldeman Norfolk, where she plays a central role in strengthening mental health awareness across the region. Her work focuses on public education, community outreach, and facilitating supportive spaces for individuals and families affected by mental health challenges. Petrella leads programs such as In the Know, a mental health literacy workshop tailored to the agricultural community, where she helps farmers recognize stress, understand mental health concerns, and support one another. She is also the primary contact for several CMHA support programs, including the Survivors of Suicide, Lost Hybrid Support Group, and Families Caring, Families Sharing, where she provides guidance, resources, and compassionate facilitation for people navigating difficult experiences. Throughout Mental Health Awareness Week and other community initiatives, Liz frequently speaks publicly about reducing stigma, encouraging conversations, and ensuring people feel safe reaching out for help. Her work consistently emphasizes connection, education, and empowerment, making her a trusted and influential voice in mental health promotion across Brant, Haldeman, and Norfolk. Take it away, Lil.
Thank you so much. And apparently I can't follow instructions anyway. So happy Mental Health Week. And I'm really happy to be here. This is such an important topic. And we're all going to be dancing like these ladies are by the end of the presentation. So I'm going to be talking today about the importance of mental wellness in older adults, right? And my slides are very narrative heavy, but we're not going to read them verbatim. Don't worry. Just want to begin with some of the facts. So by 2030, 1 in 6 people worldwide will be 60 years of age or older. Yet mental health in older adults remains a critically underaddressed concern. We know that the population is getting older. These numbers paint a very sobering picture because up to 25% of adults aged 65 or older live with conditions like anxiety or depression, while approximately 14% of those over 60 face some sort of mental disorder. Now, these challenges significantly impact quality of life, accounting for over 10% of total years lived with disability in this age group. Okay, just going to take this off. Okay. So the theme for Mental Health Week this year is keeping connected, right? Because connection really strengthens our mental health. And it is so true because it's important that we stay socially connected to prevent isolation as we get older. Social isolation stands as one of the most serious yet often overlooked threats to our seniors' mental health. Nearly 1 in 5 Canadians aged 65 and older experience social isolation, a condition that increases healthcare costs by 6.7 billion annually and can be as harmful to health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Right? So, according to the National Institute on Aging, loneliness and social isolation are associated with higher risk for numerous health conditions, including heart disease, obesity, weakened immune function, cognitive decline, and Alzheimer's disease. So, socially isolated adults face greater chances of emergency room visits, longer hospital stays, and early mortality compared to those with supportive connections. Okay. And we also need to encourage our daily physical activity. We were talking about this earlier as we were preparing. So physical activity has an impact on the mental health of seniors, of older adults. Physical activity helps enhance mental health in aging populations. Regular movement not only strengthens the body, but also fortifies our mind, right? Creating resilience against common mental health challenges that can emerge in later years. Exercise directly impacts our cognitive function, which is a critical concern for aging adults. Higher levels of physical activity of any kind can be beneficial, and older adults participating in higher levels of activity show a 38% lower risk of cognitive decline in following years. So it's not just good for our body, it's good for our cognition, good for many, many things. And we know about that mind-body connection, right? So there you go. So we also talked about earlier as we were preparing, how do we stay active with limited mobility? Because as we get older, we certainly can't do the things we used to do when we were in our 20s and younger and 30s. So limited mobility shouldn't prevent older adults from experiencing the benefits of exercise. Chair exercise offer a safe alternative as well, and it lowers fall risks while still challenging the body. These seated routines can improve strength, flexibility, circulation, and range of motion. And again, our safety remains paramount. Exercises should be gentle, putting minimal stress on the joints. Things like light dumbbells, resistant bands, or stability balls can make workouts more effective, and it's still a gentle way to exercise. Okay. Another thing is we need a sense of purpose. I'm just going to take a sip of water here. And why does purpose matter so much for mental health in older adults? We know that volunteering creates a powerful sense of meaning that leads to better mental well-being for older adults. But beyond the activity itself, giving back to others positively impacts our mental health. PIL, also known as purpose in life, serves as the cornerstone for successful aging and better health outcomes. So it's really important that we remain engaged, we remain, having a purpose in life. And that really is a success to longevity and good cognitive function and having, feeling valued as we age. Unfortunately, purpose does tend to decline with age, often accelerated by retirement, chronic illness, and sometimes widowhood. However, studies do demonstrate that having a purpose provides motivation for adopting healthy behaviors, creating a positive cycle that enhances mental health, and having a purpose provides individuals with a greater will to live. And again, I'm giving a big up to volunteering, and volunteering offers precisely this kind of purpose. Okay. Another thing is structure and predictability, right? We need to have a consistent daily routine. Even if we don't have anything to do or nowhere to go, it's really important that we keep that routine. Okay. A consistent routine provides powerful psychological advantages for older adults. Research shows the routine effectively reduces anxiety and uncertainty about what comes next, right? It's called the retirement syndrome. What do I do now? I was so busy all the time and now I'm kind of lost. Okay. So having a routine, having this predictability that a routine and structure presents itself will have a calming effect, and it's particularly important by those who feel overwhelmed by changes or new situations. Beyond emotional regulation, routines support cognitive health. And daily consistent activities help stimulate the brain. It helps to reinforce our memory and problem-solving skills, right? If you don't use it, you lose it, right? Our brain will turn to mush. So have that purpose, that consistent daily routine is very, very important. Structure also promotes independence, giving older adults greater control over their daily lives. When seniors know what needs to be done, they remain more active and involved in their care and decision making, and this autonomy significantly boosts self-esteem and overall well-being. Okay. And we need to practice gratitude and positive thinking. Sometimes things look, gloomy as we age, right? Things have changed and we're in a different stage of our lives, but it's really important to focus on what is going well in our life, what we're thankful for, what we're grateful for, and keep that positive thinking, right? Gratitude is a powerful yet often overlooked strategy for enhancing our mental health in older adults. Research has found that expressing gratitude is associated with greater longevity in older adults, making making it not just good for emotional well-being, but potentially life extending. Gratitude has been known to reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety in clinical studies because we're focusing on the good and not on the bad, right? This happens partly because our brains struggle to focus on the negative thoughts while simultaneously appreciating positive experiences. For older adults facing age-related challenges, gratitude serves as a powerful anchor, helping them to stay grounded and hopeful in spite of adversity. And beyond the emotional benefits of practicing gratitude and positive thinking, it improves sleep quality, lowers our blood pressure, boosts immune function, and furthermore, research has documented that gratitude journaling leads to greater positive mood and optimism. Okay, so how do we practice this positivity daily, and how do we work gratitude into our daily lives? It's easy. So, sometimes I tell people to keep a gratitude journal. Spend a few minutes daily writing down 3 things you're thankful for. Anything really that has given you pleasure that day, or a meaningful relationship, or something good that has happened to you that day. Express appreciation. Sometimes a good way to practice gratitude is to thank people who have brightened your day. Either give them a call or write them a note. Reflect on happy memories. Looking through photo albums or reminisce with loved ones to strengthen emotional well-being. Sometimes, there's been changes. Your family has moved away. You don't see them as often, or friends have passed away. Look through those photo albums. I love looking through photo albums. It really brings a smile on my face. So practice mindful gratitude. Take moments each day to reflect silently on something you feel grateful for. Shift your focus. When feeling stressed, consciously redirect to positive aspects of your life, right? It's really easy to focus on the negative stuff, right? But it's not so easy to focus on what is going good and what you're thankful for. So make that shift. Shift your focus to positivity. Okay. And the best approach to practicing gratitude is building it into your social routine, to your daily routine. It's just like brushing your teeth. Over time, this simple habit can transform how older adults perceive their lives and creating lasting positive impacts on their mental health. Okay. And we want to practice mindfulness, meditation, and relaxation, right? Like these are your golden years. You don't have to run around like you did when you were working or when you were super busy. Many older adults want to feel calmer, steadier, and more at ease, but they aren't always sure where to start or how to do that. So this is where mindfulness and meditation enters the picture. It's simple, gentle practices that invite you to slow down and reconnect with yourself. They can help the mind and body work together in a calmer, easier way. And these practices are often misunderstood, right? You don't need to spend special equipment or a ton of time or go to a yogi, right? This is something that you can do yourself. And mindfulness is really just about noticing what's already happening, while meditation is giving your attention something steady to rest on. Both can fit into your everyday moments in a quiet, natural way, and practice mindfulness and meditation can help older adults support memory and focus and help you feel more grounded. And we're going to do a little bit. You don't have to do anything. You just have to watch the screen and engage and rest your mind to show you how relaxing it can be. Okay, next slide, we'll do that. So here are some of the benefits that mindfulness and meditation can do. You'll have less stress, you'll have less anxiety. It really helps you with focus and memory. You'll get better sleep. You'll have chronic pain support, which is what we need sometimes, improved heart health, improved mood, more resilience, better body awareness, and more connection. And I'm going to show you how it's done. Just relax, close your eyes, and engage. Engage. Sorry.
Welcome to Mindfulness Meditations. Taking time to pause and consciously breathe throughout our busy days can make a difference to our outlook and overall sense of well-being. So let yourself take this break, relax, and follow my words. Get comfortable, either sitting or lying down. Let your hands rest on your lap or by your sides, and close your eyes. Begin to simply notice your breathing. Feel the sensations in your body as your breath comes in and out. In and out. Let go of any control over your breathing. Simply let it come in and out. On your next exhalation, let the tip of your tongue rest behind your bottom front teeth and breathe out through your mouth. This will encourage your jaw to relax. Breathe and relax. Your mind might begin to wander. That's totally normal. When thoughts come up, notice them. And instead of following those thoughts, simply return your focus to your breathing. There's nowhere else you need to be except right here, noticing the gentle rhythm of your breath. With each exhalation, let your body relax a bit more. If you're holding tension in any area of your body, imagine it simply melting away as you breathe out. Breathe and relax. Simply taking a few moments to breathe deeply calms both our minds and our bodies. Take one more deep breath, and as you exhale, gently open your eyes.
I love that. I have that saved on my computer screen and I pop it in every time I need it. We're all relaxed now. We'll continue. So, another important thing for the mental wellness of older adults is support emotional expression and active listening. Sometimes as we age, there's a lot of ageism, and people don't often listen to us or value our opinions or our conversations or things like that. So, emotional validation is so very important for the mental wellness of older adults, yet it remains one of the most overlooked aspects in their lives. So, the simple act of acknowledging feelings can profoundly impact the mental health of older adults. And emotional support directly improves mental well-being for and social well-being for older adults. However, we often dismiss or minimize their feelings instead of providing that critical, crucial validation. And lack of proper emotional validation increases the risk of loneliness, anxiety, poor quality of life, and even premature death. My mother has since passed away now for 3 years, and every time I listen and do this slide, I remember the times when I didn't always pay attention to what she was saying, right? And I really regret that, and I really want to emphasize how important that emotional validation is for the mental wellness of older adults. Okay. So we need to keep our hobbies up, right? I'm looking forward to getting, familiar with my hobbies again that I've been putting aside because I've been working like a fiend for many years. These are creative outlets that boost our mental health and cognitive function. It's really important. So the transformative power of creativity extends across various dimensions of geriatric mental health. And participating in groups and hobbies and classes increases our interest in life within just 6 months. So there you go. Similarly, older adults engaged in regular creative activities report fewer doctor visits decreased medication use, and higher levels of physical activity. So keep engaged in those creative hobbies. It's super important for our mental health. Okay. And as much as, we do not like, IT and Zoom and all kinds of this technology, it actually helps to promote cognitive health in older adults, right? Technology offers promising opportunities for cognitive enhancement in older adults, challenging outdated notions about screen time and aging brains. Listen to these facts. Recent research is showing that regular technology users have a remarkable 42% lower risk of cognitive impairment compared to less frequent users. So sometimes, Zoom and other computer programs and everything don't always work well and frustrate us. And often older adults are not comfortable with technology, but it's actually really good for your cognitive health. Okay. So we all know that we need to eat properly, but I'm going to tell you that it's really important. It directly influences our brain as we function. And the right nutrition helps to maintain cognitive abilities and emotional stability in later years, with research consistently showing strong connections between dietary choices and mental well-being. So I'm not going to read this entire screen, but we know that vegetables and certain proteins are very good for us. Berries are very good for us as well. Drink plenty of water. Staying adequately hydrated is imperative for older adults. It maintains kidney function, cell function, and it makes our brains work better. And it also lubricates our joints. Okay. And also good for preventing wrinkles. All right. So quality sleep is also very important as well. It's actually fundamentally important for the mental wellness of older adults. And so poor sleep quality directly impacts our cognitive function and emotional balance in older adults. We know how we feel when we don't get a good night's sleep, right? Beyond cognition, sleep problems contribute to numerous mental health challenges. Not only are we not alert and aware and feel, a little bit fuzzy when we don't get enough sleep, it also affects our mental health. So older adults who don't sleep well face higher risks of depression, anxiety, attention difficulties, and also excessive daytime sleepiness. And also insufficient sleep weakens the immune system and contributes to cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and other conditions that further compromise mental wellness. Okay. So there's lots of things that we can do. And I know once I did a presentation on sleep hygiene, maybe not here, but somewhere, but I can't remember. But anyway, it's really important. So how do we keep, making our sleep consistent and improving our sleep hygiene? Well, it's really important that we maintain consistent sleep-wake times, right? Go to bed at the same night, rise at the same night. That is, it really strengthens your natural sleep cycle. And limit or eliminate sleep disruptors such as caffeine, having caffeine later in the afternoon or at night, drinking, like, having a drink, a glass of wine or a spirit. It does relax us, but it will disrupt your sleep as well. Cigarettes, nicotine, as our aging bodies do process these substances differently. Okay. And create a sleep sanctuary. Ensure your bedroom is dark, quiet, cool, not too hot. And incorporate physical activity. Regular exercise promotes better sleep quality. Though try to complete your workout several hours before bedtime. You will get too, too alert, too revitalized if you exercise too closely to when it's time to go to bed. And I love this intergenerational bonding because it's really important that we surround ourselves with younger people. And I think somebody said that at the beginning, how that helps us to feel younger sometimes. But intergenerational connections create unique mental health advantages that other types of relationships can't match. Studies show that these types of relationships reduce loneliness in older adults, while also increasing and strengthening ties across the generations. I love these programs that are coming out now, Cooking with Grandma, and the mentoring programs where older adults are teaching young people skills males and vice versa. It's very important that we promote that intergenerational bonding. It's a win-win, right? It reduces ageism. Our younger people really see the benefits and the wisdom and the knowledge that the older adults have. And beyond the cognitive benefits, these connections fulfill deeper psychological needs. Older adults have a renewed purpose through mentoring younger adults. Individuals, which boosts self-esteem and life satisfaction, right? We're giving that purpose. People are listening to us. People are valuing what we know. Through these relationships, seniors feel increasingly valued and visible in communities where aging populations otherwise are being overlooked. And that really improves our emotional well-being. Okay. And concluding remarks. Mental health care for older adults demands our immediate attention and action. Research clearly shows that combining multiple wellness strategies creates the most effective approach to maintaining cognitive and emotional health as we age. Simple daily practices make huge differences. Regular physical activity reduces depression risk while maintaining social connections, strengthens cognitive function, and technology adoption, whether we like it or not, lowers cognitive decline by 42%, proving that learning new skills benefits our aging minds. And we're never too old to learn, never too old. These evidence-based strategies work together. Gratitude practices enhance emotional resilience. Creative activities reduce our anxiety, and proper nutrition supports overall brain health. The most effective approach combines multiple strategies based on individual needs and preferences, and someone might start with daily walks, add a gratitude journal, then gradually incorporate technology-based brain training. Another person can focus on volunteering, creative expression, and intergenerational connections. And success comes through consistent, sustainable change rather than dramatic overhauls, right? We incorporate these changes and ease them into our daily routines. Small steps taken regularly create lasting positive impacts on older mental health. Through dedicated attention to these proven strategies, we can help ensure better mental wellness for our aging populations. Okay. And, it's okay to not be okay, and seek professional mental health support when needed, right? Professional support when needed helps address deeper challenges that may arise. And despite preventative strategies, professional support sometimes becomes necessary for declining mental health. Mental health issues remain significantly underdiagnosed and untreated in older adults, with approximately 2/3 of older adults with mental health problems not receiving the treatment that they need. Professional intervention does become crucial when you're experiencing persistent feelings of sadness, hopelessness, or anxiety that interferes with your daily functioning. The key word is persistent, right? There are days, maybe a few days when we're not feeling well, right? When our grief is getting the better of us, when we're starting to feel a bit depressed, we want to isolate and be alone. We have that anxiety, or we have that changes in sleep patterns. But if this is prolonged, this is maybe a sign that mental health promotion professionals may be the way to go right now. And there is no shame or in that. It really is okay to not be okay. Okay. And I thank you for the presentation today. I just want to cite some of the sources because I'm knowledgeable, but I don't have all the research in my brain. So I want to acknowledge the information I received from the National Institute on Aging, the Canadian Coalition for Seniors Mental Health. Okay. And if there's any questions right now, I will certainly take some questions. I'm not sure if I have the time to do that, but I will be happy to if there are